Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to Disney Lorcana trading card game, the first chapter booster unpack. So this is video part 2 of the booster unboxings. It's number I think like 5 or 6 or 7 or something in the overall run. I forgot what number I'm at. I've done so many of them. Yeah. So in case you're just checking into this one first, because it's the last video, or at least currently it's the last video. Um, the previous one, which I will have linked in the description, we opened up about 10 or more packs of cards, and we got a decent amount of the set. But the video is getting long, so I decided to split it into 2 packs. The second part will go a lot quicker because I get a quick total. I have majority of the cards. And I'll run through them in just a moment. But just a recap of the other videos. The very first one, part one of the entire Lorcana series, is I go through kind of like the gist of the game, what symbols and stuff on the cards, meaning how turns work. Not a full how to play. You can go to their website to find out an actual video from them. They do it better than I ever will. Um, yeah, and then part 2, 3, and 4 go through the first 3 starter decks. If you want to see what's in them, I go over every card, kind of talk about them a little bit. Then video 5 after that would be the gift pack. And then 6 and 7 would be the boosters here. So we're gonna hop in. Now I will still go through and show off all the commons and uncommons, but if I've previously read a card in the booster pack on part 1, I won't reread it in this one. So if you notice me just kind of skipping over cards and not reading all the text on them, that's why I did it in the first part, and I just want to try and I still got 20 some packs to go, so I'm hoping to get through all of them in this video. So if I don't reread every single card I've already done, that's why. As for the breakdown for what we had, was we are missing 3 commons. So once you find those 3 commons, I'll probably just start skipping all the commons. We have 8 uncommons, same thing there. 17 rare. Uh, so yeah, I'm doing pretty decent on all of them. I think there was 50 some, 48, I think 48 rares. So, I mean, I have a majority of those. Then the ones we're missing, of course, the lineup are the super rares, which we have 10 of, which I believe there was 4 for each color. So I think there was like 24, something like that. And then legendary, I'm missing 7 of the 12, so I have 3 of them. But yeah, we'll hop in, we'll see what we all have. And go from there. Just as a quick reminder on those rarities: common, uncommon, rare, super rare, and legendary. So you get two rares per pack. I have been, for the most part, pulling a regular rare and an alternate rare, whether like a super rare, ultra, or legendary, in almost every pack, except for like 2 or 3 of them. So I was doing pretty well in the first video. Um, no enchanted though yet. I'm hoping I get at least one, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so we're opening up the first pack. Again, we'll start. We get this to the QR code, which will take you to the... I don't know if it'll stand off of your screen or not, but you can go to Disney Lorcana and get it, or go to Game Store and find the companion app, which has a good checklist, which is really nice. Deck builder, instructions how to play, news about the game. So definitely fun. Then the other side, we have the Mickey Mouse Braided Willow Taylor. Build a card, build an artwork, which we're not going to show off all of those. There's, of course, the backs of the cards, which look really fantastic. Alright, so let's hop in and see what we have. We have a Stampede, which we've had before. Extra damage. Work together, it's giving out support. Gaston being reckless as ever. Hakuna Matata, good healing spell. Magical Brooms, the only brooms in the set. And Prince Eric. So we've had all those commons already. Alright, our uncommons, we have Beast Hard-Headed, Moana, Chosen by the Ocean, and Olaf. Alright, so all duplicates so far. It's gonna happen again. I'm getting down to especially 3 and 8. I'm gonna get a lot of the same ones there. So we'll kind of run through these pretty fast. Ooh, but our first rare, Let It Go, a brand new one for me. Another song. So it has play a character that costs you 5 or more. By exerting them, just sing this for free. Put chosen character in the player's inkwell face down and exerted. Nice. So it's another song that lets you make your things better. But it's also a removal spell because it's chosen character. So it's kind of an interesting way to do it. Because maybe someone played a big threat, like maybe they just played like their big giant Maleficent or um, you know, a Triton, someone that has like high defense, something like that, and you're like, oh, I just don't have the resources to fight this guy right now. You can play this on them and force them to inkle. Yes, it helps them out. It gives them ink advantage. They can play more cards, but it's a way to remove them if you had to, or if you have teammates. Um, it's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. Yeah, that's a terrible way to sing that song. Our second rare, another brand new one for us. We have Zeus, God of Lightning. Um, why do the purple cards have zero attack, which is really interesting. Rush can challenge the turn they're played and challenge +4. So when challenging character gets +4 attack, he becomes a 4/4 only when he attacks. A little lightning solves a whole lot of problems. Then our foil card is actually one we don't have either, but I don't count the foils towards the cards I'm missing. If I only have it, I'll put the foil card in like my collection, but I try and collect a full set of non-foils. So Eye of the Fates, we have an item card from Hercules, of course. See the future. Exert chosen character gets +1 lore this turn. Ooh, that's fun. Help someone out. Um, you can change the future once you know what you're looking at. I wonder if in future sets there is going to be cards that get benefit from doing so much lore. Maybe it might be. Maybe they start with one lore, but if this card does like gains 2 lore, it gets this effect. So you have these cards that give out extra lore would actually be very beneficial to this character. Or if they'll on the other side maybe have cards that more cards that like block lore. Like might say like, hey, when this character, I don't think we've seen anything that can remove lore off of a card, but that'd definitely be an interesting thing too. Even a counter to that other ability would be like, yeah, if you play a card and it says, um, this character has -1 lore for the turn, like during their next turn. So like you maybe shut down some of them cheap 1/1 characters. That'd be interesting to see if they come up with something like that. All right, our next pack we have Peter Pan Never Landing, which we've seen before. Mickey Mouse Detective, another Peter Pan Fearless Fighter, Doctor Smee, no Mister Smee, uh, Elsa Queen Regent, Beast Mirror. There's our commons. It's not bad. Maybe Galaxy duplicates help to build an interesting deck, or add on to the structure decks, the starter decks. Lilo Galactic Hero, another Dragonspire, and Sylvan, official Ice Ranger, Ice Ranger. Um, our rares, ooh, we got another Hades, King of Olympus. Yeah, not a bad one to have. Yes, this one gives plus if you have other cards, but it'd be interesting if you had characters that had triggered off abilities if they got more. And then our second rare, ooh, we got another super rare. Although I already have this, not bad to have a second copy of Wolfsbane Beast, Rushing Roar. Our foil is Tinkerbell, most helpful, evasive, and pixie dust. I've already seen that, but definitely evasive is a good ability. That's what I'm hoping for is more things that'll trigger off of an expansion. So trigger off of like fairy or ally. We haven't seen too much of that to base set, so that's understandable. But it'd be nice to see some of that. Alright, then we have Philocracy Philocles. Philosecles? Yeah, support anyhow. He's got a sword. Control your temper. Friends on the other side. Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse. Um, Captain Hook Forceful Duelist. Alright, so we haven't seen this one, although I have it to have it from the starter deck. Captain Hook Forceful Duelist is a Dreamborn villain pirate captain who has Challenger +2. He loves to make light of his foes' predicaments. Just as like his fantastical version of himself, I love that he no longer has the hook. He has a bladed claw. He also has um he has Tinkerbell captured. And it kind of still follows some of the same things I think he had before, where he gains really actually decent card. For one, he one cost right off the bat when he on his first turn attack, he basically has three, so he has a really powerful start. Um, oh, our first new common we were missing. We were missing this. We had Befuddle. Return a character item with a cost of two or less to their player's hand. Never be afraid to have your mind boggled now and then. Um, yeah, that's definitely a cool card. One cost just yeah, it's not a permanent thing, but like early on, if all of a sudden you stop someone's early game effect, messes up their thing, maybe they have an item out, something. Yeah, they'll be able to play it next turn. It can delay them a full turn. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna set that one off to the side since I need that for my set. Mother Knows Best and Coconut Basket. Alright, our first rare Ursula's Shell Necklace. So this is also another new one. 3 cost item. Now sing. Whenever you play a song, you may pay 1 to draw a card. Singing is a lovely pastime if you've got the voice for it. That's cool. Yes, if you're building a song deck, this is a cool card to like accentuate those song decks. Works well with obviously Little Mermaids one, but Sebastian worked well with playing songs earlier. Um, I think I'm guessing at least one of Ariel's cards will do well with that. So yeah, kind of a theme between the show. All right, our next card. Ooh, we got an ultra. Look at this. So we've gotten a super rare or an ultra rare on both second rare slots. Again, it's happening like it was before. Genie on the job, Storyborn ally, evasive, and disappear. When you play this character, you may return chosen character to their player's hand. Can your friends go abracadabra, let her rip, and then make a sucker disappear? Oh, that's fun. Um, yeah, this is definitely a cool card in general. I like it. Again, most people would think of the disappears and be like, oh, I can play him, I can bounce into my opponent's characters. But it says you may return a chosen character to a player's hand. So you can bounce one of yours. So if you have a character as a coming to play ability, you can play Genie to bring your character back to your hand and replay them to get that effect the second time. So that is really cool. So that was another one of our rares we were missing. Super rares. So we're 9 and 7. Cool. Got some new cards here. Then our foil is Develop Your Brain, which we've had before. Um, yeah, that's awesome. So we got some new cards already. Let's hop into our next pack and see what we got. I know one of the commons is a boo. It's the only thing I remember. Alright, we're gonna start off. Speaking of a boo, we're gonna start off with Aladdin. Um, so Aladdin, Prince Ali, Fabulous He, Alibaba. Then we got Jasmine right away. It's just kind of funny. We got Genie, now we're gonna get those two right away. We have Elsa, Ice Surfer. That's no Blizzard. We got another Healing Glow. Those are a very good card to have. Multiple copies of. The Wardrobe. Hercules, True Hero. Are uncommons. We're gonna get Ransack. Rapunzel, letting her hair down. And ooh, another new one for us. Elsa, Snow Queen. Dreamborn, Hero, Queen, and Sorcerer. Freeze. Exert chosen opposing character. Um, yeah, so that freeze spell, action spell every time. Recreated by Magical Ink, Elsa found herself in an entirely new world. Fortunately, ice works the same way everywhere. So that's definitely fun. You can basically use her just to stop somebody else from doing stuff, or like get them set up so you can attack them. That's pretty cool. Alright, what's our first rare? Maurice. world famous inventor, Dreamborn, mentor and inventor. If he wasn't like crazy, he could design stuff. Look at the object he's creating. That's the sapphire symbol there too, or very close to it. So that's pretty neat. Um, Give it a try. Whenever this character quests, you may pay 2 less for the next item you play this turn. So Bell had a similar effect, her inventor version. It works. Whenever you play an item, you may draw a card. Nice. So you get pay 2 less for items, and then you can get. So kind of like we had the Ursula's thing for stories. This is very good for um, inventor cards. All right, our next one. Oh, super rare. Look at that. We keep getting regular rare and super rare. Seems like 2 double rares is actually less common than getting 2 different types of rares. They have Marshmallow, Persistent Guardian, Durable. When this character is banished in a challenge, you may return this card to your hand. Oh, that's fun. So no reason not to attack with them. Uh, hey, we're just talking about you. All good things, all good things. I don't know why I went Morty with that voice. Um, that was crazy. All right, that's another super rare we did not have, and we got another Beast Mirror, which is fun because of the foil. Awesome, so getting some good cards right away. All right, yeah, Dart 3. If you have no cards in your hand, draw a card. If you have some of these stuff that lets you play extra cards, Beast Mirror can be very powerful. Alright, what do we got up first? We have another Mickey Mouse Detective. Followed by another Peter Pan, Fearless Fighter, Mr. Smee, Elsa, Mickey, Hercules. Another regular Mickey Mouse, True Friend. Starkey, Hook's henchman for our second uncommon. And our third one is another Tigger. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tigger is the only one. Um, Yeah, so interesting. That's also interesting because that's the only representation of the Winnie the Pooh stories we have. It's Tigger. We didn't get any of the other characters. So I mean, that's like a hint of what's coming up next as we get some of those characters. Our first rare is a Sword of Truth. Definitely cool. I only had one of these, I think. So having a second one's nice. Banish this item to banish a villain. And then another super rare. We got another Aladdin. I have 2 of him already, but having another one's not bad. I'm not gonna argue with that. And then our foil is uncommon Ariel on human legs, which is again weird. Just like all the other, lots of the other yellow cards for Little Mermaid have been stuff that have to do with songs, and her specifically does not deal with songs. So it's kind of a funny little twist on there. Alright, next pack. Yeah, see we're flying through these a lot quicker now that we know what we have. Alright, Vicious Betrayal. Alright, Vicious Betrayal, we got that. We have Mufasa, King of the Pride Lands. We got Abu. We did not have Abu before. One of the 3 commons I knew we were missing. Mischievous Monkey, Stormborn Ally. So you have very common early game stats. Someday, Abu, things are gonna change. We'll be rich and live in a palace and never have any problems at all. Cool. So we're gonna set him in my have pile. We have a Timon Grub Rustler. Tinkerbell, Peter Pan's ally. Goons, Maleficent's underlings. First uncommon was another one we were missing. Fling Rider, Charming Rogue, Storyboy, Hero, and Prince. So here comes a Smolder. Whenever this character is challenged, the challenging player chooses and discards a card. I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice. That's an early one to do, so whenever you do challenge, he doesn't have a lot of challenge, he only has 1 attack. So whoever's trigger is challenged. Okay, yeah, he's gonna lure for 2. When he's challenged, your opponent has to discard a card. So it makes that interesting choice, right? they're not gonna want to let him stay around too long because they'll lose two lore, but they basically have to lose a card to get rid of him. And then depending on how big or small the guys, they might lose their challenger as well. All right, that's cool. All right, then we have another big boy, King Triton. There's 9 defense. Another uncommon we didn't have, uh, Goofy the Musketeer. Which is interesting. I think both Donald and Mickey are both steel, and then Goofy's in um, amber. Which I kind of wonder why they didn't have all three of them together, because that way you would have been easier to play them all in the same deck. Now you'd have to play all three in separate decks. Now Minnie, who kind of fits the theming of the story, is also in Amber, but she doesn't have any abilities that affect them. Again, if she had an ability that did something with the Musketeers, then this would have made more sense. But it's kind of interesting. So he has Dreamborn, Hero, and Musketeer. Bodyguard. This character may enter play exerted. When an opposing character who challenges one of your characters must choose one with Bodyguard if able. And 2 for T. When you play this character, you may remove up to 2 damage from each of your Musketeer characters. And Gorsh. Yeah, she's pretty powerful. Alright, our first rare, White Rabbit's Pocket Watch. We did not have that one either. Sorry, I'm just updating my numbers here. Item, I'm late. Exert, pay 1. Chosen character gains Rush this turn. That's cool. So basically, you can. Because Rush is a neat idea, but it only works in their play. So it's sometimes it's like, do I play the card and maybe it's not to have the character out and get ready to be able to use them later, or do I wait until Rush is an opportune moment to use it? This kind of eliminates that choice. If you really want to be able to rush with any character, well, potentially because you only get 2 colors, so purple and whatever other color. But yeah, it gives you the option to use it more regularly. No wonder you're late. Why is this watch exactly 2 days slow? The Mad Hatter. Very, very cool. Then we have we got a regular rare. Awesome. Not that bad. We got that. But Plasma Blaster. So I've had the foil version. Now I have the non-foil version of this. Quick Shot, exert and pay 2 to deal 1 damage to chosen character. So you do some extra damage. Awesome. So our foil is Maleficent. Just a common one. When you play this character, you may draw a card. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We got another Mickey Mouse pack here. Brave little Taylor. The other thing that's really fun about this game is maybe like, hey, I'm familiar with some Disney, but I don't know all of Disney. Not, I'm kind of like that. I haven't seen lots of these newer movies, but it's kind of neat as a fan. Like, hey, I like some Disney or a kid or whoever is playing this. They might learn, oh, who's like maybe they've seen some of the classics, maybe they've seen some of the new ones, but maybe they haven't seen all of them. They might ask like, oh, who's Mr. Tibbs, or who's Tigger? Like maybe they've only seen the live action, so they know who Maleficent is, but they don't know who some of the Frozen characters are. It's just kind of cool because it could introduce people to new characters. Like just had the Musketeers, right? How many people know who the Mickey Mouse and the Musketeers were? Right? They might know who Mickey, Donald, Goofy are, but they might not know what the Musketeers, which are actually taken from a short cartoon or the movie. So yeah, that could be an interesting way to. This could be a neat way to introduce people into some of the older or different shows. Um, so I have Duke of Wesselton. We've had him. A Maleficent, Sinister Visitor, Aladdin, Street Rat. There's our Minnie Mouse we were just talking about. Yeah, if she had some ability that did with Musketeers, I think it would make more sense. We have another Jetsam, Ursula Spy, and our last common is Tinkerbell, Tiny Tactician. Love the artwork on this one. Our first uncommon is Mad Hatter, Gracious Host. Another uncommon we didn't have. We're running out of uncommons. We're down to 3. Scepter of Angdrail. Item, command, exhaust. Whenever a chosen character gains support this turn, whenever you quest, they may add their attack to another chosen character's attack. Nice. That will forcefully give out support. Maybe I had this one already. I think I had this. I'm pretty sure now that I read the effect, I'm like, no, that effect sounds too familiar. Alright, we have Cinderella, Gentle, and Kind. Our first rare was a rare, though we were missing. Dr. Facilier, Remarkable Gentleman. Um, so it gets us closer to our rares. Storyboard, Villain, Sorcerer, Dreams Made Real. Whenever you play a song, you look at the top two cards of your deck, put one on the top of your deck and the other on the bottom. Nice, you get a song, then you get automatically get kind of search your deck a little bit more. I think there was a timing issue with this card. If I remember, like reading some of the forums when the game was coming out during pre-release, um, and I don't know if it ever got fully resolved. But because it says whenever you play a song, you may look at the top two cards. So that the timing issue people weren't sure of was: do you then you search your deck? Do you finish this effect first? Like, so I played my song and I triggering this card to work. So now you look at the top two cards in my deck, do stuff, then do whatever the song says. Because there are some songs that let you draw cards. Um, or do you complete the full effect of the song, and now that the song has been fully played and completed effect, then you activate this, which then makes if a card had to draw something doesn't make it as useful. It's still helpful to do it, but it doesn't then trigger with the card ability. I would say it's that way. I'd say you play the song card fully, then once the song is completely in play, and once it's in play, you finish off its effects. Because this game doesn't have a general chain effect like Magic the Gathering does. There's no instances and stuff, so it's kind of, I believe, play a card, do it, and if it trigger another effect, then do that effect. But that would have been me. Alright, we have Stick Abomination is our second rare. We're getting back to double regular rares. But we have a third rare in the foil. We have Scar, Mastermind, Insidious Plotless character. When you play this character, chosen opposing character gets -5 for the turn. That could definitely just help him with somebody else stop him, or if we had the clock, give someone rush. Also now he could rush in for 5 damage and not have to worry about taking any. That could definitely be a very good combo. The 6th one. We have Phil again. We have Minnie, one of our commons we were missing. And just down to only missing one common card. If I'm missing one common, I'm gonna be mad. Minnie Mouse always classic, so this is her generic version. Her fashion sense is always on spot. Ooh, play on words. What's she walking on though? Interesting. It's good defense though for a 1 cost. Alright. Item card, we have a Dingle Hopper. We got our last common. We have Archimedes. Alright, so we have all the commons. So I might just skip through all the commons from now on, and then we'll just jump right into the uncommons and rares until we get them last 4 uncommons. Archimedes, highly educated owl, dreamborn, and ally. Flying is not merely some crude mechanical process. It's a delicate art, purely aesthetic. Poetry and motion, and the best way to learn it is to do it. Nice. So 1 cost for 2/2. Very good. Alright, so we got our commons. We'll just kind of skip through them. We're into our uncommons. Mickey Mouse, the Beast, and the Captain. Alright, our rares, we have Do It Again. Another new rare we didn't have. We're just down to 11. We've seen this card go before as I had the foil version. But returning action card from your discard pile to your hand, that can be very helpful. Plus, it gives me songs that can get returned. Then we have Star again in a non-foil version. Not going to be mad about that because I don't know if I have the non-foil version. And then Jetsam. Alright, so we still got a decent amount of packs to go. Probably 10, at least 10 or more. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 or so. Got 17. But we're going to be able to skip all the commons. So, packs will go a little bit quicker for a while. I'll just kind of sift through them to make sure I didn't miss one of them. Alright, so our first uncommon is a Cinderella, a Simba, and then cut to the chase. I needed another copy of that one too, so I won't be mad about that. Um, First rare, another copy of Maurice. Again, 2 copies of cards is not bad to have. Because like especially rare, higher cost cards like 6 and 7. If I want to make a deck, um, the common cards just cost 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4. Probably gonna play 3 to 4 of them. Cards that cost 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll probably maybe play 2 to 3 of. And then cards that cost I'd say 6, 7, 8. You're probably only gonna play one of each. But it's nice to have an option of having a second one in case you really need that one character's effect to trigger. Like this is based off items. I like to have a second copy. There other rares and other super or legendary rares. This is Hades, Inferno Steamer Dreamborn. I thought all the super rares were or legendaries were Floodborn, but I guess not. This is definitely a cool version of him though. His Floodborn is the yellow one. Is there a downside to this? When you play this character, you may choose an opposing character. Uh, Put a chosen character into their player's ink while face down. Um, Yeah, so it's gonna force an opponent, unlike that other card. But the thing is, though, it's when you play them, you don't have to do anything else, and it just eliminates them and gets them out of your way. Yes, it gives them a little bit of an advantage, but again, you can use it to get rid of a powerful card they have, or an item card. Like they have an item you can't deal with. It's a great way to just get rid of one of their items. And our foil is Aladdin from the Steel set. Oh, the shit! I found a sword and a backbone. I hope we get Razul in the second set. More characters from other these sets. That'd be cool. Love to see some more. Definitely some other different series. Like focus on like maybe 6 different other movies or series, but then sprinkle in some other random. But then give some of these guys some additional forms. Or like there's like 3 Aladdins or 4 Aladdins. Give us like another Yaga. We only have one Yaga. We have one Abu. That'd be cool. Give Rug, brand new character there. Um, do some of that stuff. Like Lion King, we don't have a Nala. Let's get a Nala in here. Let's get maybe like a Dreamborn version of Timon and Pumbaa. Even that card together would be kind of fun. All right, let's jump into our next pack. We have our uncommons again. We have Olaf, uh, Jumba, Jumba Jukubi, and one jump ahead. For our rares, we are going to start off. We have yet to do this. We start off with a super rare, Mother Gothel, Selfish Manipulator. We've had her already, but definitely a powerful card. Our second one is Mickey Mouse, Wayward Sorcerer. Um, so he has Dreamborn Sorcerer, Animate Brooms. You pay 1 less to play a Broom character. So one of the few cards that references one of the other characters' text. And Ceaseless Worker. Whenever one of your Broom characters is bashed in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand. He always goes for the clean sweep. Definitely a powerful card. I'm just down to 7 of those. We're getting closer. Yeah, it's definitely a good card to have. And then we have a Kronk as our foil card. All right, we're gonna look at a Maleficent pack, just kind of showing off some of these occasionally. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Yes, I don't know if we have like even like this set. Like I think we have 1 Kronk, 1 Yzma, and 1 Kuzco. More characters to be drawn from there. Um, Interesting. All right, so we have. I'm gonna throw a Boo back up there. I got a second one of him. Just because I was running through these cards wrong. All right, our uncommons we have the Beast is Mine. Which I think I've already had. May have had a foil version, but I think I've had it. Eyes of the Fate. We needed the non-foil version of that, so that's perfect. So I'm just going to drop that into my keep pile. We have Maximus, Relentless Pursuer. Our first rare is another Ursula's Necklace. Nice second copy. And Steal from the Rich. Whenever one of your character quests is current, each opponent loses 1 lore. So I've had this already, but I may have gotten in a different video. I wonder how much old Prince John spends on all those fancy locks. Um, yeah, so guys, this is a cool one. You get your questions, you're getting up lore. There's going down lore. That's definitely helpful. Our foil card is a super rare or a legendary, which I don't even know if I have the regular version of this. So that's definitely kind of cool. At least I got it. But it's Elsa's Spirit of Winter, Floodborn, Hero, Queen, and Sorcerer. Shift 6, and you pay 6 to put her on top of another character named Elsa. And Deep Freeze. When you play this card, exert up to 2 chosen characters you can't ready at the start of their next turn. Yes, I have this one. I still got a foil version, which is really cool. Looks neat. Won't argue with that. Alright, let's check that. So now we're burning through these packs a little bit quicker. If we rush through these uncommons, we can burn through the last few a lot quicker. So we're going to start off. We have a Peter Pan. I know I'm not trying to show off them. I'm trying to sort out my cards quick. Another Archimedes. Alright, so we have Smash. Deal 3 damage to a chosen character. Another Shield of Virtue, and another Befuddle. Nice. Our first rare is Jasmine, Queen of Agrabah. Nice. I love the costume. Looks pretty cool. Um, and then we have Flotsam, Ursula Spy, who has Rush. This character can challenge the turn they're played. He also has Dexterous Lunge. His character named Jetsam gains Rush. So as long as he's out, as soon as Jetson comes into play, he can follow right back. I was having a talk with my wife about this card, which is uh about these characters. I said I always thought Flotsam or keep yelling means Flotsam. I keep calling Flotsam, Flotsam and Jetsam. Because I always say, oh, they're always together. You think they would have had the same cost, the same attack, the same rarity. He's a higher rarity. He has higher stats. He's a higher cost. Um, and his ability works better if he gets played first because he gains rush. And then he gives the other character rush. Where I think, we have Jetson right there. We just looked at him in our foil. So he has evasive. He says your characters with Flotsam gain evasive. So then when he comes in, now Flotsam gains that extra ability. So it makes more sense to play one versus the other. Um, versus doesn't matter which order you play them. And I thought they were always kind of the same as a pair. And she said, and I said, yeah, maybe I don't remember the movie that well. She thought as I recall, I said one of them was always a little bit first. So I think that's the whole thing with this. Is Flotsam kind of is always like ahead, and Jetson's kind of always following him. So that's kind of I think what their idea was, which is a really cool. If that's how it was in the movie, it's a good way to also bring that to the game, not just another mechanic for it. Our foil is Smash. We got a Smash foil. Yeah, so that's neat. You can bring them extra little like not just like what would this character do, but like how would they act? Like what are things they would do that way? That's definitely a neat way to do it. Oh look, we just threw a regular version of him as well. So that's kind of fun. Alright, then our uncommons we have Beast, Captain, and another Befuddled. Um, Then our rares is we have Maui, Hero to All with Rushing Reckless, and another Plasma Blast. So our foil is a part of your world, which I have a copy of, but not gonna argue getting another one, even if it is a foil version. Um, Although it's sort of weird that she's underwater with legs. I don't remember that part of the movie where she's ever underwater with legs. But maybe it's just when she's just dreaming. And maybe I don't remember that part. But yeah, it's just songs you can pay 3 to play or pay someone 3 to sing it. Return a character card from your discard pile to your hand. That's a good ability. Um, Alright, our uncommons for the next pack are Fling Rider. We already had him, but again, another copy is never bad. Eye of Fates, and another Mickey Mouse. Our rares, we have another Dr. Facilier, Agent Provocateur, Floodborn, and Shift 5. Whenever one of the other characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand. Yeah, he's gonna try and be happy your guys died because he can bring them back. Um, our other ones, another super rare which we were missing, which is the Queen. Uh, Wicked and Vain, storyboard, villain, and Queen. Um, super rare. So we're down to 6 of those. I summon the exert to draw a card. Sublime beauty matched with peerless cunning. Is there any question who is the fairest? I would love to see like a Floodborn version or even a Dreamborn version of her. That'd be interesting to see. Then our foil card is Ursula's Cauldron. Peering to the depths. So look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put one on the top of your deck, the other one on the bottom. Good for stacking your deck to get certain cards out. Or to get rid of a card maybe you don't need. So yeah, we're doing all right. We're still missing one or all our commons. Yeah, we're missing 4 uncommons yet. 11 rares, 6 super rares, and 6 legendaries. So I mean, we're getting down to the bottom. It's gonna be questionable if we're gonna get everything, but we'll see what happens. Definitely. Um, so let's jump into the next pack. We have you forgotten me? We got another beast and another Moana. Our rare is we have another Cusco we've had. That's not bad though. Our super rare we have Rapunzel, which we did not have. I'm gonna get all the super rares before I have all the regular rares. Oh, sorry, not super. That's a legendary. Oh, good. That's even better. Um, Gifted with Healing, Storyboard, Hero, and Princess. Gleam and Glow. When you play this character, remove up to 3 damage from one of your characters. Draw a card for each damage removed this way. So potentially 3 card draw as well as 3 healing, which is very good. And it's cheap, only at 4 cost. So this could keep one of your early characters alive, plus giving you great card advantage early on. So definitely a great card. Then we have Pongo as our foil common. Alright, what are we up to? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're in our last 10 packs. So yeah, 10 packs, and I have 11 between legendaries and super rares. I have 11. So I have a chance of getting all of them, but I'm gonna have to pretty much draw a new card every single pack. So it's probably not gonna happen. I'm probably still gonna be missing some cards even after all of this. Which is unfortunate, but that's what happens. So we have a Pascal. As long as I get the 4 uncommons and most of the rares, I'll be happy. Speaking of uncommon, we did get one we didn't have. Cheshire Cat, not all there. Um, Storyboarding, lose something. This character is challenged and banish the challenging character. Nice, you did through him. We have noticed I'm not all there myself. So we have him, we have Mad Hatter, and we have the Rabbit's Watch. But we don't have Alice or the Queen of Hearts. So again, interesting. That's maybe a theme for the next set we're getting. He's a good defense though. Doesn't do any damage, but he's a great way to just block someone. Um, and this is when this character is challenged. You're just gonna keep warring with them until someone decides to get rid of them and get rid of their own character. That's cool. We'll set him in my pile of keepers. We have Belle the Investigator. Inventive Engineer. Inventor, what I meant to say. So yeah, she'll work well with her Maurice, her dad. This card quest, you may pay 1 less for the next item you play. Yeah, so she's gonna make items cheaper. Do I have Maurice in here? Yeah, and so his is when he costs twice as much, but he has good defense, but he makes them 2 less. Plus, you playing item, maybe draw a card. So if you get both of them out, you can be playing items left and right and drawing extra cards. That could definitely be cool. I don't know if, like, as of right now, if there's enough items to warrant a full deck based around that, but definitely could be cool. For our first rare, though, we do get an item, which would be nice if you want to play with the Musketeers. The Musketeer Tabard. And our other rare is the Hades King of Olympus, the Floodborn. And our foil, we have worked together. Alright. 9 packs to go. Let's see what we get. Come on, we can do it. We can get all the cards we're missing. The uncommons, the rares. At least one enchanted. I have yet to get an enchanted. I wish I did at least one. Um, Although I do have a booster box, they were gone through a little bit. So this goes back to the old Pokemon days, but if you kind of weigh them, some of the foily cards, certain foils weigh a little bit more. So maybe someone figured out how to like test it ahead of time. Maybe they dug through the box and found the ones that just happened to have that, and they bought those ones right away. It happens, believe it or not. Oh, we already looked at our commons. We want to skip through those. Alright. So our uncommons, we have Ursula's Cauldron again. Um, the Beast is Mine, and the Eye of Fates. For our rares, we have Dr. Facilier, Remarkable Gentleman. Nice, so you get a second copy of that. And a super rare Hans, 13th in line. Storyboarding, Villain, and Prince. Stage a little action. Remember this character quest may deal 1 damage to chosen character. That's a very good ability. To go ahead, basically just to do damage to someone, weaken them while he's still questing. Um, awesome. And then we have Stolen Scimitar. Chosen character gets 1 attack. If he's named Aladdin, he gets 2 attacks. So one of the few cards that mentions a specific character by name that's not like an ally card. It says like play this character, and this other character gets a bonus. It's one of the few items that does it. Look, we drew a regular version right off the next pack. That's kind of funny. Alright, our uncommons for this pack are another Cheshire Cat. So that's pretty cool. Another Bell. And Have You Forgotten Me? We got a super rare with Mickey Mouse here, so we got a second copy of that. You can see it has the little symbol for Amethyst on there, so a lot of characters keep doing that. We have a new super rare. We have Tinkerbell, Giant Fairy. So yeah, this is her alternate version. So instead of being a little tiny thing, she's a giant version. She has Shift 4. You may pay 4 to place on top one of your characters named Tinkerbell. Rock the Boat. When you play this character, deal 1 damage to each opposing character. Oh, that's nice. And then Puny Pirate. During your turn, whenever this character bashes another character in a challenge, you may deal 2 damage to chosen opposing character. Nice, so she comes in, she's gonna hit everyone for 1. Then when you defeat somebody, which you're already a little bit weakened at least, she can then also possibly take out another character. Um, that's pretty cool for what she does. That's a really neat card. And our foil is another Healing Glow. Alright. That's awesome. We got another character we're missing. Plus, it's a really cool thing. There's a couple different Tinkerbells. It's also nice, like, with some of them shifted cards. Some of them when there's characters in multiple colors. I think it's like Tinkerbells in like 2 other colors. So that way you can like not just have to be like, oh, Tinkerbell, I have to play this color deck. You can play her multiple decks, which is really fun. Alright. We got another Elsa Snow Queen, which I needed a second one, so that's pretty cool. Another Mad Hatter we were talking about, and another Scepter. Our rare card, we have another Moana of Matanui and Cruella de Vil. Nice. We got some we already have, but that's what it's gonna be, right? I don't know where we're gonna get. We're down to 6 packs. We have too many rares, so I'm not gonna get all the rares, of course. Hopefully I get the last uncommons at least. Maybe the rest of the rares, but I don't. I have 11 rares and I only have 6 packs. There's no way I'm getting all the rares, but maybe I can at least get the last of the uncommons. But I guess we'll see, right? Alright, so it's our first uncommon. Donald Duck, Musketeer. Rapunzel letting down her hair, and Graffiti, so no new ones in that set. But we get our rares. We have Iago, Loudmouth Parrot, Storyborn Ally. You got a problem? Chosen character gains Reckless during their next turn. So yes, you can force someone to do it. Um, which is a pretty funny thing to do. So I already had this one, but I don't think I've shown it off. But we do get a new rare I did not have. Ariel, Who's Its Collector. Um, look at this stuff. Isn't it great? You want thingamabobs? I got 20. I sing this song way too much. And it drives my life nuts. Whenever you whenever you play an item, you may ready this character. So imagine combining her with that, with Belle or Maurice, right? Then when you're playing stuff, you can keep readying her as well as gaining bonuses or playing items for cheaper. So that's kind of a neat idea. Um, and then we have a foil. We have Develop Your Brain. With the top two cards of your deck, put one in your hand and the other on the bottom of your deck. And this should help you find your items quicker. You're playing once you're playing blue cards. All right, next pack, if I can get it open. Let's have a non-foil version right away of that. All right, our first uncommon, another Elsa Snow Queen. Another Fling Rider. So I'm getting lots of the same cards that they were kind of like stacked together. Like this pile, all the same guys over and over that I didn't have in the first half. Very interesting. And Eye of the Fates. We have Part of Your World non-foil version. And another super rare, but it's the Queen, which we've already had. But again, second copy. And Minnie Mouse non-foil version. Alright, 4 packs to go. Alright, 3 more uncommons. Unless I miscounted, which is always possible. I've done that before when I've been unpackings. So I've had them all and found out I was missing one. Because sometimes you just look at these cards so much, you're like, oh yeah, I already have that guy. Alright, Sven, Mother Knows Best, and Coconut Basket. So we've had all those. But a brand new rare we have Just in Time. You may play a character the 5 cost or less for free. So you're paying 3 already, so you're getting for 2 extra. But that's not bad, right? Get them a little bit cheap, a couple turns early. The best heroes always arrive at the perfect moment, whether they know it or not. So that puts us at 9 rares. Another super rare we didn't have. Ooh, Mickey Mouse Artful Rose. This is a Floodborn. This is like this alternate version. So we've had some of his. We have a bunch of versions of our Dreamborn. This is an alternate version. Um, Shift 5 may pay 5 to place on top of your card named Mickey Mouse. Misdirection. Whenever you play an action, choose an opposing character can't quest during their next turn. Quiet as a well, that's funny. Yeah, it's a good ability too. When you playing action, opposing character can't quest, so you're gonna gain bonuses for playing action cards. That's definitely cool. Then we have a foil version of Maleficent Sinister Visitor. Alright, last 3 packs. We're gonna go Elsa first. See what we get. Oh look. I love it when we keep getting these non-foil versions right on the top. It's kind of funny. Alright. Olaf. The Beast is Mine, and Grandma Tala. So no new uncommons. Our first rare, though, Maleficent Biding Her Time. I think we've had this one, but I do love the artwork on there. But we do have a brand new one. We have the Poisoned Apple for a new rare. Item card. Take a bite. Pay 1. It's one of the first items that doesn't have an exert effect. But it's a banished item. You have to pay to banish it. I guess there's some that do have not exert, but you just banish. But you have to pay and banish. Exert chosen character. If a princess character is chosen, banish her instead. Oh, that's fun. This is kind of like we have the one version that lets you get the Sword of Truth that lets you get rid of a villain. This lets you get rid of a princess. It's a lot of the other half. One taste of the poison apple, and the victim's eyes will forever close. The queen. Nice. And our foil is in Aladdin. So we are at 8 rares. We're missing 4 super rares and 5 legendaries. So that's 12, 18 out of 2 packs. I only got 4 rare slots left, so there's no way I'm getting all of them. So we'll see what we get. We still haven't gotten an enchanted. If I get an enchanted in one of these last 2 packs, it's gonna be freaking awesome. But I'm losing hope for it if I haven't gotten one by now. Alright. Let's look at the genie for a minute. It's definitely neat looking genie we haven't seen in a while. Our first uncommon is Jasper, then Aurora, Regal Princess, and another Goofy. I'm still missing 3 uncommons. I wonder if I miscounted somewhere. Because it seems unlikely I'd be missing 3 cards I haven't seen yet. Alright, our rare. Should have another Lilo. Making Wish. Not a bad card, but it's for a rare though. Unless like in the next set they really play upon her a little bit more. Because it's a 1 cost, 1/1, it's taking up a rare slot. I mean, I guess, it does 2 lower. But they have commons that are just as good as this. But we do have a brand new rare at least. Or a super rare at least. I'm going to have all my super rares. I am only missing 3 of them. A Whole New World action song. Each player discards their hand and draws a new hand of 7. That is crazy. Because that could wreck everyone's plan. Someone's been manipulating this, doing this, saving up, and also now you destroy their hand. Shining, shimmering, and splendid. And if you're playing it right, and you don't know what you have, or you've gotten rid of stuff out of your hand, you could actually just use it as a good draw card. Oh, I have 3 cards. I did a full hand. My opponent has 9 cards because they've been drawing a lot. They lost 2 cards and their entire hand. Plus, if you have the mirror, Beast Mirror, which lets you, if you have no card in your hand, you can pay to draw. Use it to draw cards. This might be good if you're playing a card where you're trying to draw through your deck a lot. Anyhow, because you're just another way to get cards back in your hand. But that's definitely cool. Our last foil there is Simba. Our last pack is Maleficent. Come on, Enchanted. We need at least 1 Enchanted card out of all of these to make this worthwhile. Much as I keep seeing them posted online, you think they're a lot more common than what I'm getting. They're definitely apparently not. Alright. First uncommon. Cinderella. Ransack and Donald Duck. So yeah, I'm gonna have to check to see if I have all my commons and I just missed something or not. Our first rare. Grab your sword. An action song. Characters with 5 cost or more to sing this song. Deal 2 damage to each opposing character. We don't like what we don't understand. In fact, it scares us. Yeah, so I've had this one before. Again, it's a previous pack for the booster box. Good card. 2 damage to everybody is definitely nice. For 5, a little bit expensive, but for 2 for everybody, it's definitely not bad at all. Our one's another legendary, Elsa's Spirit of Winter. So no new ones, but that's unfortunate. And then we got a Mother Knows Best. I'm gonna do a quick check to see what I'm missing, and I'll end the video with what my totals are. Alright, so we unboxed a full set of 30 plus-ish packs or so. And we did not get a full set, unfortunately. But that's, more or less to be expected. Here's a picture of the Brave little Taylor Mickey card you can get all together. Yeah, so ended up with missing 4 rare cards. Out of I think there's 56 or something, so it's not terrible. Although some of the ones I'm missing really suck to miss because I know I was missing one of the aerial cards. I never got any of the Tech Kaifu from Mulan. There's two different versions of hers. I didn't get any of those. We're missing three super rares. That's definitely not bad. There's only, I think, like 18 of those. I think there's three for each color. So it's not bad at all. And then we're missing six of the legendary rares. If there's 12, there's two for each color. So I'm only missing half. Again, there were some really cool characters in there, like John Silver. Um, I'm also missing the other. I remember which rarity of the three he was. I'm missing the other Hook. He's a red card, which would have been cool. Yeah, a lot awesome. I want to get all the rest of them if I can, but it's gonna be harder when just the rares. Although two per pack is a lot nicer than some cards. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh, which is like 10 cards that are one rare and all the rest are commons. So it's basically just open up with the rare card and that's it. Oh, here at least I have two options. Plus, I could potentially get something that I'm missing in a foil as well. Although none of the foil cards I got were one of the ones I'm missing. But they do have for some duplicates that I only got one copy of. So that's always nice as well. So if I want a second copy of some of them, I do technically have them as a foil. I didn't get any of the enchanted. I'm guessing per usual booster box I open, they are about one per box. And like I did say earlier, some people had dug through and got some of the packs, and maybe they somehow sifted out the handful of packs that had the cards that maybe there wasn't one in either of these boxes. There's no guarantee on that. Usually, when I buy them, they're full 24 packs. This might have not been 24 packs in the box. I don't know. I don't know what their rarity is. They don't break it down. Um, and I think they didn't even announce that they were there until the pre-release came out. Like people didn't find out about the enchanted rares literally until they got them. But the enchanted rares are just um I believe they're just alternate foil versions, special foil versions of the legendary rare cards. So they're not like they're brand new cards that I'm not getting. So by not getting any, I'm not like losing out on gameplay elements or something. So it's just kind of like, oh, I got a really cool shiny card. But not losing anything momental from it. So that's not terrible. But that's what we have. Hope you guys enjoyed all the videos. Check out the other ones if you for some reason didn't. You guys like these card unboxings for games like this? Let me know. If you like to see other content similar to this, game you want to suggest you'd like to see unboxings for, hit me up in the comments. Let me know that too. Hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys later. Bye.